I'm 21 years old. I have $62,000 invested, and today I'm going to go over all of my investments and what my future plans are. So I'll throw up a screenshot right now of my 62,000 invested. It's actually almost 63 right now. 53,000 of this is in my individual account, and then almost 10,000 of it is in my Roth. So if we go to my holdings over here, I'll go to current value, which is what it's currently worth. So starting with my individual, my biggest holding here is VOO. This is an S&P 500 ETF, so the top 500 companies in the US. This is 24% of my account, and the value of it is $12,800. The total gain on it is 30%, or about $3,000 since I bought it. Moving on, 19% of my account, my individual account, is in VT, which is a international Vanguard fund. Basically, the US is still going to be mainly this ETF. It's about probably 60% of it is US. And then based on market cap of other countries, next would be like Japan or whatever's after the US and other countries like that. So that's just an international fund to diversify what I'm holding and not just US companies. My third biggest holding at 16.87% is USD. This is a semiconductor ETF, which is basically computer hardware. So think NVIDIA, AMD, companies like that. It's a leverage ETF 2 times. I can go over my leverage strategy in a future video if you guys want, but I'm holding about $9,000 in that. And then my next biggest holding is IBIT, IBIT. It's about 10% of my account, and it's about $5,400. I'm down 15.6% in this. I was up before, but Bitcoin has been down a lot recently, which, if anything, I may be buying more because it is the bear market for Bitcoin. My next holding is QLD. This is a 2 times QQQ ETF. So basically the tech sector. It is 8.72% of my individual account. I'm up 88% on it. About $2,000. I forgot to mention on USD, I'm up 265%. So that ETF, I'm up the biggest in my account. My next holding is FNGO. This is about 7% of my account. About $4,000. This is a FANG Plus 2 times ETF. So this will be your Google, Facebook, Meta, Tesla, Amazon, the big companies there, very tech focused as well. Next is SSO. This is about 7% of my account. This is a 2 times leveraged ETF of the S&P 500. I'm up 53% on that. Next is ETH-A, which is an Ethereum ETF. It's about 3.7%, $2,000. I did hold more of this before the crypto rally, and I actually made a decent amount of money in Ethereum. So this last, portion I'm just holding until it either goes to 0 or it goes back up again. I really don't have any plans to sell it because it's a smaller amount compared to my account value. Next is SPAX, SPAXX. This is Fidelity's cash fund basically. So it gets about 3-4%, just holding uninvested funds in it. So that's about 2% of my account. And then I just have $100 in VXUS, which is basically an international fund that doesn't include the US, so everything except the US. And I did have more than this, but I sold it recently. I may be buying more though in the future. Finally, my Roth here, which has $10,000 of my total account value. I only hold 2 things right now, so about 90% of this. So mainly it's just SSO, which again is the 2 times S&P 500 ETF. I'm up about 21% on that in my Roth. And then about 5% recently I bought IBIT in my Roth because Bitcoin is so low. So, the rest of the market is very high, all-time highs and everything. I can just show a general screenshot here of the 52-week range. So this is the last 52 weeks for all these ETFs, the lowest and the highest, and then where they're at is the dot. And, a lot of it is at all-time highs except Bitcoin. So I don't see as much value in investing in those right now as in Bitcoin, which is at the low of the 52-week range, because you can't be greedy and invest when things are high, but then you could just be investing right before a big drop, or you could be fearful when things are low and not buy before they go up a lot. So I prefer to do the opposite of what most people would probably do. But yeah, those are my accounts, again, totaling $63,000 about. And in the future, I'm really just short-term planning to buy more Bitcoin, because it's the only thing I see as like a value play right now. If the market starts dropping a lot, broadly, I would obviously buy other things. I'm also trying to save up a little bit of cash in this account, so that when there is a market dip, I can buy more of the things that I think will go up long term. But that's kind of just my future plans. If you guys want to know anything else or about why I'm in my leveraged ETFs, I can drop a video on my strategy for that and what I want to do long term, the risk, the reward, whatever you guys want with that. Otherwise, I think that's basically it for this video. Comment down below how old you are, how much you have invested, what your future plans are. I really want to find out. And yeah, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.